What is the value of telling your story on a listing? If it is valuable, should it go in the description on the listing? All right, so let's start with this listing. So this is the Amazon's choice for the word citrus juices, which I can tell you there are a lot of people searching for that, which means this humble product, I'm going to take a wild guess, probably somewhere around $300,000 to $400,000 a month in sales for that one product. One product between $300,000 to $400,000 a month in sales. So a big selling product, all right? Now let's have a look at the listing. Let's just have a look at it because there's a lot to learn from listings that do very, very well. It has got really great lifestyle images, rather attractive young lady holding the squeezy thing. Here's the same attractive young lady again doing the squeezy thing. What this thing can squeeze, what you can squeeze the squeezy stuff over, what you can do with the squeezy stuff once you've squeezed it, and then a video, again, attractive young lady about to demonstrate the product, okay? Very, very good. Great images, highly, highly recommended. But then let's look at the listing itself. Every single element that they could fill out has been filled out, and they've gone above and beyond to work out what's important to the customers. They've gone above and beyond to work that out. Very clever. The product description is right there. Now, to me, this is a description based upon two things. It's based upon giving more detail about the product and also slipping in more search terms to help the product rank on Amazon for various long tail keywords, okay? So that's kind of cool. They have not got, as you can see, brand registry, but they have got a really nice listing, really, really well done. And they've got all these awesome videos here that customers have allegedly submitted. And they've got heaps and heaps of questions and answers and heaps of reviews. Overall, a really, really nice job. All right, so there's that. Now I'm in Firefox. So what I'm going to do on Firefox is go to Tools, Web Developer, Responsive Design Mode. And now that enables me to look at the listing as it would appear on a mobile phone or in the Amazon app on a mobile phone. So I'll just refresh my screen. And if you've never done this with your own listing, you really, really should do it. It's such a good thing to do. It's such a good thing to do, okay? So let's scroll down again. What does this listing look like? Because remember that 51% of all sales on Amazon happen on a mobile device, whether that is an iPad, an iPhone or similar, or the Amazon app. 51% in America, this is, of all sales happen on a mobile device. So it's important that you know what the hell it looks like. Notice I had to get that to come down. It wasn't just down, I had to get that to come down. Like I could see pretty much that, oops, in and of itself, all right, from there down. That's it. So by scrolling down, now I can see the description. So the description, I don't know, man. I think it's important, but it ain't that important. It's much more important, I believe, for SEO. And I believe, based on what you see on Amazon, the images are far more important than words on paper. Okay, I believe that is the case. So, how does that help us? Well, some products don't really suit a brand story on the listing, okay? Some products don't really suit a brand product on the listing. Let's just come back into the big screen. Check that. Again, what I did in Firefox, I went to Tools, Web Developer, Responsive Design Mode to do what I've just done, okay? So, what can you do in that situation? Well, let's go and look at their shop. So this is their shop. So if you can't come up with your own brand story, then what you should do is get your customers to come up with your brand story for you. So if you can't come up with a brand story because your product just doesn't really suit that, I mean, this is a friggin' zester, juicer thing, you should then get your customers to come up with it, and that's what these people have done. You can see here, the customers have created the brand story, because now it's not a story about the product, it's a story about the customers. That's super, super cool to do. How do you do that, Neil? I hear you ask. All right, a couple of ways to do that. Here's this company on Facebookie. So here's a company on Facebookie, and you can see their Facebook is not that great. Actually, their website is better, but you can go and check that out in your own good time. What they do here is they don't do any Facebook advertising. They do a lot of ad to their product here. What they do instead is lots and lots of advertising to their store, which is just there. Hopefully you can see where I've highlighted that. And it's from their store that they then seek all of that feedback. So if you go on Instagram and go to their store, you'll see it's all there for you, okay? But how does that help you? It doesn't really. So here's what you do. What you do, let's just have a look. So I'll give you this detail. So if you're watching the video and you're like, bastard, how do I get there? It's Jennifer Bradley Skincare and Cosmetics. Jennifer Bradley Skincare and Cosmetics, okay? That's who it is. Go look at it. So what Jennifer does, very, very clever, is she is asking for people to share their love for the best DNA repair cream and win. Very, very clever. See that she's on camera? Very cool. Nice job, Jen. And by doing that, let's just go to her, see what she's marketing. By doing that, you'll also get to see her adverts. Let's kind of look at some of her adverts. Hopefully you just followed along with what I just did. By doing that, they will then post their own pictures, and you can then use their pictures to build your own brand story based around your customers instead of your product. And really, I believe, unless you've got a real mission for your business, like I don't know, like Todd's Footwear or something like that, it makes a lot of sense to do it this way instead. Here we go. So now you can see all the adverts that she's running. Blah, blah, blah. Super cool. Good job, Jen, on you and your products. All right, so moving on. Next, I'm going to quickly talk about, I'll keep those for you. So here's where we're at with regards to Battle of the Businesses. So if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Battle of the Businesses is something cool, well I think it's friggin' cool, that I'm doing. If you don't know where that link is, just go to the private Facebook members group and just type into this search area here, something that you can see on here. So type in, I will invest $6,000, for instance, into there, and you'll arrive there. So if you're like, how do I get there? That's how you get there. But in a nutshell, what this is I am putting my own money into 5 businesses and creating 5 different teams with a coach at the head of each team. And then I'm letting each of those teams get onto it and get their products up on Amazon. And the business that makes the most sales by December the 31st, 2020 will win that business. It's theirs to keep. And the businesses, they can then sell it or carry on with it or do whatever you want. I don't really care. It's your business. You can do whatever you want with it. And so you'll get to win that business, all right? So it's kind of cool thing. And then I'm going to document the whole process for my inner circle and diamond members. And that'll be really cool to see how 5 different teams build 5 different businesses, Australia, USA, UK, Singapore, and one other marketplace. So that's the Battle of the Businesses. So what I have done is all of the teams are now in place for the Battle of the Businesses. So let me show you those teams. This is Battle of the Business Team 1. So if you can see your name here, you are in Team 1. All right, have a look, see if you can see your name. If this is too fast for you, just watch the recording. We're going to go BO Battle of Business Team 2, just so you can see all the different teams. Starting with Athena and Bronny. Starting with them. All right. And Mert is in that team, look. So that's all Team 2. And now we're going to go Team 3. Anna and Brian, Kev, John, Sohel, blah, 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 blah. So if you can see your names, you're in that team. Team number 4 is this team right here. Ashok and Carol, Griet, John, Rudy, Scotty, and Vicky. And team number 5, Kate and Dom and Brad and Louise and got Steve Oliver and Brad Holland together. That's a recipe for disaster, or should I say for shenanigans. Oh my goodness, what was I thinking? That's team number 5. So all the teams have been chosen, and now what I'm waiting for is for the coaches. So I'm just interviewing the new coaches into the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. The 5 coaches that join the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs will head up their own team, which would be kind of cool. And then I'll assign, based on random craziness, each team to a marketplace: USA, UK, Singapore, Australia, and one other. Okay, so that's how that's going to roll. Just so you know where we are at. If you aren't on any of those teams, I'm really sorry. You're too late. So I'm keeping the team small, but you'll be able to play along and watch along in the Inner Circle. And of course, if you're in my Diamond program, you get access to Inner Circle too. So you get to see all the fun and shenanigans. But I have to limit it for obvious reasons. I've got to limit it. And so I just went with the first, it was like 60 people. The first 60 people who applied, that's who got put into the bag to go and be assigned to a team. So it was all based on speed to market. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.